Wait. Yeah, there we go. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is something that I forgot about, and it's Saint Story Percent, which. So let me try to make this clear from the very start. Saints has two main categories that are kind of the same, and it's story percent and any percent. So most characters have a story percent and any percent run, but Saint is actually quite different. Usually, each slugcat can go to the depths for the ending, right? And you can skip the Guardians with the glitch, sort of. I mean, it's not really glitch, it's kind of like an exploit, but if you get past the Guardians, you can get to the depths very quickly, and that's usually an any percent run. Saint can't do that. Because Saint has a hard karma requirement. You need max karma to get to Rubicon. So the 90% run and the story percent run both require max karma, so you still have to go all over the place to get all the echoes, right? Story percent though, it basically requires that you go visit Moon and Pebbles and do your thing there, and that changes the routing a lot. Of course, it takes some time to get to the iterators, but also you want to stay in different shelters because for Pebbles, for example, there's an Echo and Pebbles in the region. So for story percent, you want to shelter up there so that it takes less time to travel between each of them. But for this category, for 80%, you don't care about Pebbles at all. So you just go run up to get the Echo, and you immediately warp back down to Shoreline, right? And you do the same for Moon's Echo. And so you save a lot of time, mostly at the end of the run. But it's really similar to story percent. So 90% of it is going to be exactly the same. And yes, these are real attempts. Might as well just start immediately. Because I feel like I've practiced Saint Story so much, 90% is not that much different. I just need to remember not to go to the iterators at the end. But yeah, hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. And Saint is a fun category. When I first started speedrunning Saint, I started with any percent because it was the category that I preferred. I mean, it's just shorter, less running around, and I felt like ascending the editors was just kind of an unnecessary. It's strange that it was part of the story percent run. So I just stuck with any percent for a bit. Got that record. Yeah. Saints can use their tongue to escape the shelter, and you basically get to this room while the shelter is closing, and it basically sets this room as your shelter. Because normally, when you're in the shelter, it sets your shelter as the shelter room, and it works completely as intended. If you manage to escape, it just sets whatever room you're in now to the shelter room, so you can spawn in a separate room when you start the cycle, and saves a bit of time in this location. Did the music stop completely? Why did you do that? Yeah, actually, music, it just ended. Why did you just end? You're supposed to shuffle. Did the music actually start? It's just more nothing. fix that in the gate. Oh no, it's this song. It's just really quiet at the start. Oops. Hung ambience. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. This plays in Sky Islands. Can I pick up a rock? I think somewhere near communications array. Yes. This is speaking systems. Yeah, communication array makes sense. Actually did that really well. Gotta play with in-game music at some point. I think that whenever there's an opportunity, I do turn on in-game music. But when you're doing the same speedrun over and over and over again, you're gonna hear the same like 5 songs on loop. Or the same like 1 song if it plays in the first room and you like reset often at the beginning. That happened for Rivulet, that happened for Artificer. Yeah, for any percent that makes sense. Mud pits. And it's not that like the songs are bad, it's like just when the same one plays so many times you just get tired of it. And I do like the music in Saints Campaign. Yeah, if anything, this would be the category where I keep music on. Gosh, it's really annoying when you don't line that up properly. Spelunky Dwelling. Yep, you'll hear that song on loop. Also, I don't think I have anything in my stomach. No. For some reason. I don't know why. I don't think I finished a run. Oh, no, I guess I just reset my save file, right? I actually went out of my way to get a Spore Puff in my stomach for these speedruns, but I guess that's gone now. Oh well. I didn't really get to use it, though, when I did attempts trying to use the Spore Puff. But maybe I don't need it. I'll keep doing attempts. It would take quite a while to get that set up again. Like, here's the Spore Puff right here, if I really wanted it. White Lizard? Not a problem. See, geeks have this weird problem where when you like jump off of something, the first like tongue jump that you try to do won't work. Oh, sorry about that unlock. I'm not gonna pick it up. Now, I've had problems recently. Not really recently. When I previously ran Saint with the Wormgrass. So let's hope that's not a problem. If I did that small jump somewhere else, that'd be really bad. Can I? Okay. I still don't exactly understand geeks. never quite figured it out. And I don't know why. Like the new Yeeks are pretty good in most cases. But if you just want to jump, if your only goal is to like if you're standing still and you just want to jump, sometimes it just does not work. Like that surely that's the one case that you would test and like figure out like the best, right? If you're standing and you jump, you should jump, right? Instead of like, maybe you'll get a jump here. Maybe we'll just wait and delay it for some reason. Where you have to hold down the jump button and then you like the does jump after you do your jump. Where am I going? I guess I'm going to Farm Raise, right? I don't think it matters whether you get the sub training or Farm Raise Echo first. Thank you. That's just good luck. But if you die, like, let's say you go to sub training first, right? And then you go to Farm Race and you just die. Well, then you just kind of wasted time going to sub because you were gonna die anyway. Like, you might as well get the dangerous parts of the run done earlier. Which is this room. This is the room that I'm talking about. See, just pulling the jump button there, and it doesn't work. This is threatening. That means all the spiders are on this side of the room. Just need to see what's going on. Oh boy. Oh, he's going down here. I think this is an open path. But the kick can jump if you're just holding down the jump button. Yeah? You don't need to release the key for anything to happen. Oh yeah, best case scenario. They get a little snack of some blue fruit. Also, Shrub, did I see you running Speakermaster? Is that real? That's crazy. Gotta love the echoes where you can just die. Like, oh, got the echo, time to die now. And it's like actually faster. Well, sometimes it's faster. Usually you just wait. Yeah, backwards. Actually, just precipice in general is really rough. Everywhere, every like time you stop moving, there might be a creature there. Because like while you're swinging, you're probably fine. But then the moment you like try to enter a pipe, like what if there's a white lizard on that pipe? What if there's a blue lizard in this little tunnel area? What if there's a vulture like right there? I would really... It would be amazing if you got world record. I'd be very happy about that. Time isn't even the hard part. It's just not dying. If you can keep up a consistent pace without any major deaths, then it's like not too hard to get the record. That was a little risky. Just a little bit. Can you go in the right direction? Now RNG moments. Spiders. You tricked me. And they were gonna keep moving. Excuse me. These spiders are so bad at killing you. He literally charged right in front of my face and I'm fine. But also that was risky. Alright, see ya. Thanks for stopping by. Good luck with whatever speedruns you're doing now. Hello, welcome to the stream. So we're getting closer to the point where the route diverges, and I need to make sure that I know what I'm doing. So when we get to Shoreline, I think we're gonna stay in the same shelter. I don't think it really matters which direction I go, whether I go to Pebbles or Moon first. I think I just go and get the echoes and I can come back immediately. Yeah. I don't need to go to any other shelter. Yeah, they're like up there. I see the spider. Usually like 90% of the time the spider is just camping right in front of the pipe. So you can just throw a rock and it stuns them instantly. Excuse me? There we go. I don't have that room perfectly memorized. Even though it's really dark and I probably should. You know, I have I feel like I should make like a spreadsheet of like every speedrun category and whether wall pounces should be enabled or not. Because like Saints and Artificer are not wall pounce characters. as much as I like wall pouncing, they are usually actively bad for these characters. Because like Artificer, as Artificer, it's really easy to accidentally wall pounce after doing a double jump. You'll double jump like into a wall and end up bouncing off of it, going in the exact opposite direction that you want to go. Same for Spirit or for Saint. You know, if you're swinging around, you might accidentally just wall pounce. Spider has grabbed me. These guys are immediately going to try to end my run by going into that room. I think that works. Yeah, so if you see a spider enter this room, just leave it, come back, and they will despawn. If they don't despawn, then they literally just block your path and you can't continue to run. You're just like soft lock. Or you're not really soft lock, like you can go and do other things, but if your only goal is to go and get the echo, then you basically have to reset. Excuse me. Thank you. Also, the funny thing about this run, technically you're not really locked in to like a specific category. Because the beginning of the run is exactly the same either way, regardless of where you choose to go. Whether you're going for a story percent or any percent, right? So I guess if you really wanted to, you could just pick in the moments. Just say, yeah, I'm feeling like a story percent run today. With Scavengers and Centipedes. Centipedes is not a problem once you get past them. So Scavengers are only a problem if they enter the pipe. Like they were too slow then, so they didn't really cause any problems. Sometimes the Scavenger's only purpose is to immediately get into the pipe and block your path and maybe kill you too. Ah, okay. Well, that Centipede really juked me out. Like he kept moving back and forth. I didn't know which way they were going. Why is sub so bright? Because it's closer to the void. If you're talking about like filtration. And the top parts of subterranean, I guess it's just the snow. Maybe more parts of the ceiling have like broken down and you're getting more sunlight. I really didn't expect to see a Centipede there though. And then it's like, do I go back? Try to like, but then the Centipede moves back and it's like, okay, now here's my chance to move forward. Or is it, you know, it's kind of risky. It was. Any moment now. Thank you. Hello, welcome to the stream. You know, if you had like scroll wheel binded to jump, you could climb walls faster as Saint, just by spamming the button. I'm really glad that the beginning of the run is as good as it is. think Skylands actually has some of the best movements in the whole run. So it's like not horrible when you reset a run. I mean, it is a lot of the time. You're not happy about having to restart, but at least it's not horrible like for Rivulet or Saint, or I mean Artificer. Or Spear. I mean Spearmaster has like Spearmaster is kind of frustrating because it's like it's nice. It's a nice area at the beginning of the run, but it's like it's something that you have to do every single time that you restart, and you end up doing that a lot as Spearmaster somehow. Surprise, surprise, Spearmaster resets often. And when it takes like 3 minutes to like even get going anywhere. That was really bad. That actually worked out. Forgot. You're supposed to hold down immediately. Usually, you know, there's a bit of a delay when you wake up from a shelter. You have to wait for the door to open at least, but now if you're just out in the open. So I can't do two things at the same time. Excuse me. These centipedes. Hello, welcome to the stream. Playing Saint, swinging around, playing Spider-Man. Really, there's like a skin for that. Don't roll. I like bringing the Spore Pup here. In case there's any centipedes, you can just kill them really easily. And then if that was a White Lizard, it will have died to the Spore Puff. And, or the White Lizard would like go and get the dead centipede. Also, these Yeeks are in a horrible position. Usually they're never this far back. At least if they are this far back, then at least one of them is like still over here. So that's just really bad luck. Oh, So you would like actually prefer if you can make the movement weaker? I mean, so like comparing Saint and Grapple Worms, Saint has much more control. You have like more influence about like whether you swing to the left or right, so like you can push yourself further in each direction. You can pull yourself up and down, and when you release the tongue, you will do a jump. And I think this is probably what you're talking about. Because when you're using your grapple worm, you just kind of release the tongue, right? And if you want to go down, then Saints, you have to do the jump, your only option, and so you often go up when you don't want to, and that is annoying. I wish there was a way to control that. But I think for the most part, it is just more controllable. I definitely prefer them over grapple worm movement. And the jump is like really useful for if you want to gain height. It's like the best vertical mobility of any character. I'd be dead. Thank you. More used to grapple worm movement. I've definitely played enough Saints to get used to this, as well as enough grapple worm. I've gotten used to both of them equally, I think. Like in that case right there, you can use the tongue as a double jump essentially, and then you can also swing like that. For rooms like this, like you can't do this as a grapple worm. But just for swinging, maybe, I don't know. But I think having more control is definitely better, and like forcing you to do a jump when you're releasing the tongue. I wish you could like hold down and it wouldn't release it, or something like that. I don't know. Maybe just another key. Rainbow does kind of have a bad habit of having controls that are a bit convoluted. Like pressing multiple keys at the same time to use like Artificer's double jump or Saint's ability. Some people have mods to like set it to a separate key for those inputs. I feel like this run is not going very well, even though it just started. Yeah, it's, you know, we can do this. I have not played Artie in a long time. And I don't really feel like it. Kind of unfortunate that a character with some of the more unique movement is focused on combat so much. Just standing straight up when landing. Getting stuck on that corner is kind of annoying. To the reindeer. Do you even have another option as RD? You can still go through drainage, right? Because the water like goes up. Actually, can you? I don't know. I don't know if I've tried doing that. I have a feeling that since you know RD's whole thing is having low creature rep, maybe the deer just really dislike you and they don't want to help you out. Or it could just be their AI not working as usual. Still so many things I don't know about the game. Like how like the creature repetition works outside of like lizards and scavengers, which honestly I still don't really understand. They're complicated systems, but for deer, like do deer have their own like reputation that like increases when you feed them spore puff and decreases when you like attack them? How much does their reputation really matter? It feels like they kind of don't behave regardless. Or maybe I'm always at like low rep and I don't realize it. Maybe what people are blaming like bad AI on is actually just like low reputation and they just don't want to help you. But usually they look like they, right? Like if you give them a spore buff, they'll like go and get it and then like sit there and wait for you to climb on them, right? Reputation only decreases when you stab them. So yeah, I'm not stabbing them. It was almost too fast there. Going good so far. Hey, Grandma's the centipede. Lizard's right there. They're now in the worst possible spot. Oh. Wow. So they get the eek? Wait, what happened? We're fine. They just missed. That was way too close. They moved very quickly there. Hello, welcome to the stream. Just bouncing off the creatures. I should probably pay attention to the wormgrass area. I keep dying there when running Saint. It'd be cool if I didn't. Oh. Please, work with me here. Just how weird they can be. The yeeks. On maroon. It seems like just like barely tapping the jump button seems to be working out. I'll need a lot more. Need to do a lot more, like see if that really is true. Because you know you might come up with a strategy that you think is really consistent, but then after you try it for a long time, you like suddenly it fails, and it's like, well, I guess it's not really that consistent. Other creatures are too stupid to notice. That's not very nice. I see a yeek right there, so I'm just gonna take him. Did you know the yeeks in the park are free? You can just take him. Oh no. Oh, that's good. We went through the pipes at the perfect time. Otherwise, I would have been stuck in the middle of those scavengers. Spider time. I think both the spiders were over there, so it should be more safe this way. Good to check anyway. Hard to tell. You really just need to let them pass. Scavenger, you really don't want to be here. Okay, I could have gone sooner, but that was pretty good. Pretty good room. Like the regular spiders, you could usually push your way past them. I thought that was something much larger because of the lights. The spider spiders you cannot get past. They will just kill you. I don't even know what happened there. Yeah, I don't really know if you helped or not. I think you helped. Kind of pushed me forward at the end there. And I grabbed the wall. The other creatures there activated the bees. Usually that's not a problem, unless you like are a bit too slow. All right, hello Ekrum. I'm going to go be eaten now. Still love how the green fades right as you're falling there. Okay. Now we can go to the worst place. Surely nothing bad will happen here. Something will happen here. Okay, spiders will happen. Yep, just spiders. There's a possibility that the fastest option here would be to bring a Spore Puff to kill the spider and then use it to climb through the pipes faster, because for whatever reason when you're carrying a spider corpse, you move through pipes super fast. So if you kill one like instantly at the beginning, you just... But I mean, you would need to like eat a gooey duck earlier, and then you would need to where would you get the Spore Puff, you know? You have to keep it in your stomach maybe, that would take a while to take out, so it probably wouldn't really save you any time at all. It's funny, all the optimizations that I find for speedruns are like 2 seconds at most. Like if you take this path instead of this path, it's like 1 second faster. Crazy, right? I think the spider is right on the entrance because the pipe was flashing for a second. You see, you just hit them immediately. And even if they chase after you, you now have the advantage to escape. Yeah, yeah. If you save 1 second in every single room, you'll save like a minute, maybe, over the entire run. But like, it's a lot of new things to have to learn, and they might be like a lot riskier. So you might like start dying a lot more to movement mistakes, or like maybe it does save time, but if you mess it up, then you lose like a few seconds. And so like overall, by implementing the new movements, you lose time until you like spend enough time to practice and like get consistent. All of the new movement across the entire run. Or it looks cool, it's worth doing anyway. I'd much rather have it rock here. Because you can deal with spiders like that. Spears don't do anything. Oh, shoot. Hopefully this works. Really? Hold up, that spider is actually blocking the path. Dude, why is this happening? Come on, dude. See, they're blocking the path, like, they're not despawning. Really? Wow. I figured out how to avoid that. Hello, welcome to the stream. To the very beginning of the run. Lantern? I don't need a lantern. Unnecessary. Can I get out of the shelter? It's just Saint. Saint is strong. Okay, I don't thank you, camera, and also I really missed all of those. This isn't going very well. Can I not really can I just avoid doing stuff like that? you manage to escape the shelter, and if you get into this room, then it basically just sets this room as your shelter. And you start the cycle there. Why does Saint start at Karma 2? Well, it's because if you add up all the echoes, then it gets you to Karma 10. You know, I've been thinking about roguelikes recently. And I think I've identified two distinct types of roguelikes. And it's interesting. It's like some roguelikes give you much more options of like what items you pick, right? So like Nova Drift is an example of that, where every time you level up, you're given 6, 7 options of like upgrades that you can pick. And you also have a ton of rerolls. So basically whatever build you want, whatever set of items, you can get them. With enough rerolls, or enough restarts if you get really unlucky. But usually, yes, roguelikes. I never went up there before. Usually, you can pretty much get exactly the build that you want. And I find those kind of roguelikes interesting because it's still random, right? There's still some level of randomization, and that's kind of inherent to the genre. But like, what's the point of randomization if you're gonna get the same build that you want every time, right? It kind of just makes it frustrating, right? If you want a specific build and you just get unlucky, you just get unlucky, you don't get the items you want, then it's like, okay, I guess I just need to restart until I do get the items that I want, right? Whereas like a normal roguelike, or I guess not normal, but like other roguelikes that aren't like that, it's like you just get what you get, you know? And maybe you end up with a very strong combination of items just by random chance. But it's not like you wanted that build. It's like you just got a really strong item and you just had to work around it, you know? Because I really like Nova Drift, and I'm gonna stream it eventually. But it's like, you know, usually it's like I want a build, like for example, let's go for like a railgun and like singular strike with like lots of projectiles, so you get like one weapon with like huge damage, and you get all the upgrades that synergize well with that, right? Okay, you know, you can beat the game with that combo, and then it's like, okay, time to move on to the next. You can kind of like go through a list of like builds that you want to try out, and you can't, like, you have enough options and enough rerolls to eventually get exactly the items that you want, as long as you also survive long enough. That's part of it too. Like, if you just die, then it's like, okay, time to restart and do the exact same thing again. That can be kind of annoying. I actually was about to make it in, and I realized that first of all, I have not really played that many roguelikes, but also I have not played that many that just give you random stuff. The kind of game where your run might be defined by one lucky item that you get at the very beginning of the run. You know, where it's like, oh, this is a really powerful item, and like you also get another item that works well with it, and you're like overpowered. Or maybe you just don't really get any overpowered items, and it's mostly just based on your skill at the actual like gameplay and you know, decision making. Like maybe like where do you spend your resources, you know? I have not really played that kind of game, and I feel like I probably should. I kind of realized that there's a reason that type of roguelike is appealing, and it's because of the random chance, because of how rare it is to get like a good item, you know. At any given run, you might suddenly get the one overpowered item that you need, and you know, you'll be carried through the whole game. That can be kind of fun. But also, if you don't get that, if you don't get lucky with one really powerful item, then it's all about your skill. Like, can you still make it through this difficult run without any you know, lucky items? That can also be interesting in its own way. Or maybe you can strategize in a way such that you maximize your chances of getting one of those really powerful items. Maybe by abusing like rerolls, or you know, taking a certain path to like maximize the amount of items that you get. I don't know. There's still ways around it, and it's like not entirely just completely random. I'm making a game right now that I'm going to try really hard to actually finish. Wow, I got annihilated. GG. Not a good move, but you know, usually they're not very fast. But I'm making this game, and it's like, it's sort of, I guess it's a roguelike, right? And I kind of want to lean into it. I kind of want to just lean into the, you know, like 2% chance of an enemy dropping an OP item. I kind of want that to be a thing. I know how to code? Barely. I'm confident that anyone here can get to the level of coding that I am at. Learn how to use, like, if statements, loops, arrays, and you're like 80% of the way there. And you can do a lot with that. But if you want like programs that actually interact with stuff, that aren't like little isolated, you know, systems, and like if you want a program to interact with your computer, then I don't know how to do that. Even though that's where a lot of the like practicality of knowing how to code. Because I'll see videos where people are like, oh yeah, I needed to do, like, automate this process, so I just wrote a program to do it. And it's like, how do you even do that? Now, I'm not asking for an explanation here. That's something that I would have to like dive into on my own. But for games, you know, very basic gameplay systems are very easy to make. For example, hold up, where did I go? I like totally forgot my routing for a second. I just started the run. If you just have like a player that like moves around when you press the like movement keys, and shoots a projectile when you click, and like enemies that like take damage when they get hit by bullets, like that's like very easy stuff to make, especially if you're using a game engine where there's probably like pre-made like systems for like stuff like that. Like you might not even have to code at all if you want to make something that simple. But anyway, this game that I'm making, which is a thing that I say a lot of the time, and I never actually finished it. I'm trying very hard to keep it very simple, and expandable. You know, just keep the basic gameplay systems simple, and then just like keep adding content. You know, keep adding new enemies, new items, new areas. In a very like modular kind of way, you know, like an enemy might be like, they might have like movement AI, and they might have like combat AI, like which weapon they're using or whatever, and I could just make new enemies just by like mixing together different AI, you know. Like, what if I took like the fast enemy and I gave them this weapon, and what if I took tanky like, enemy, or what if I took like the slow enemy and made them like tanky and gave them these stats and weapons, you know. You can kind of like create a bunch of variables, like how fast they move, how aggressive they are, what kind of weapon they are, and then their stats, like, or overall strength. And you basically just like can fill out like a checklist of like every combination of those tasks. Like, what if you had a fast aggressive enemy that was like pretty weak, or a fast aggressive enemy that was really strong? That could be like a boss fight, or a fast or like a strong defensive enemy that was like long range, or like a strong defensive enemy that was closer. You know, you just kind of keep like making combinations. If you want like a lot of enemy variety for not that much effort. I think that like not much effort is exactly what I need to actually finish a project. Actually fitting song. But the other main part of the game is that it's kind of open world-ish. Where you're basically just dropped into the world, and it's like go somewhere. And you know, you don't, maybe you don't exactly know which direction you need to go to like get to like the end of the game. Maybe there's multiple ways that you can go. Maybe there's a door that's locked and you need to find a key, and like who knows who that key is, you know? I kind of like the idea of like really convoluted systems like that. Maybe that's not exactly good game design to like base your entire game around. But I think it's actually really fun to like see like if you're given this game, can you figure it out? Can you figure out like this one like puzzle that stretches across the entire world, so that if you solve, you would like get one of the most powerful weapons in the game? Or that's if you defeat these bosses all across the world, you can go to this location and find like the secret boss that is like much more difficult than the rest. But anyway, I've spent the past like week trying to figure out how to make enemies move around and like not run into walls like an idiot. And it's been difficult. I know that the easy solution is pathfinding, which I've done before, but it's also like I think it's unnecessary. I kind of like when enemies are a bit stupid, you know. Noita, yeah, Noita. Actually, Noita is like maybe a little bit of an inspiration. But Noita, I think, is like more of like just two separate parts. Like there's the like normal roguelike part where it's like if you go into the caves or the mines or whatever they're called, you basically could just play a normal roguelike, you know, where you go from level to level, where you like upgrade your equipment or your spells and stuff. That's very like traditional, or not traditional, but that's very normal. Oh, that guy's moving. Or instead of doing all of that, you can instead go and explore the world, and you know, uncover all the secrets in like other dungeon areas and stuff. You know, that's kind of like a separate. It feels like a separate thing, because you know, a lot of people who play Noita don't even interact with that part of the game at all. They just go for the roguelike. You know, going to the mines, try to get to the end, try to defeat a final boss. You know, most players just do that. I kind of want to make it feel like, what if you had Noita, but there were no mines? You know, you were just in this open field, and it's like, which direction do you go? If you go left, you might find, you know, you might find something over there. If you go right, who knows what you find? Maybe you'll go try to go up. Maybe try to find like some path down. It's less like, here's the obvious path that you should take to go to like the end of the game, or you can explore the rest of the world. You know. I thought about streaming some game development stuff, but also I feel like it would be, well, actually my main concern is that I have no idea what the thumbnail would be. Maybe I'd just stream it on Twitch. Because it would also probably be like kind of boring unless you're like particularly interested in that kind of stuff. But also, I'd like to get the game to a point where I'd be like happy about what I could show, instead of just like, you know, here's like the very basic systems, and I still have yet to make like the entire rest of the game. We'll see. Nice, that was really smooth. Oh yeah, so that one video about traditional roguelikes that is like the only one that I've watched. I forget what the game was called, but it was really funny how convoluted it is. Like you like all the different like side quests and like items that you need to get and stuff just to get to the end of the game, and then like if you don't have this one item, you just die instantly. Something like that, you know. Like, how are you supposed to know that you need this one item to like defeat the final boss when it does not tell you at all? You just need to go and you just need to know that, really. Or maybe you do an entire run just to get there and die at the end, and they're like, oh, you need this item. But also imagine not getting any like spoilers. Whoops, I'm going the wrong way. And just trying to like just be given that game and try to figure it out. Just like experiment with it and see like, okay, this item does this. This boss like has this weakness, you know. That kind of feels satisfying. Maybe not. Maybe with some games it isn't like that, and it's like just too much, too confusing. But it's kind of like Rain World, you know. Here's the world, figure it out. You don't even know that pebbles and the depths are your objective, right? Oh, wow. You did not like that. That really is how Rain World is. You have no idea to go to pebbles. I guess there's the overseer, right? They kind of guide you in the right direction, but you don't know to go up and then go down. I guess pebbles tells you to go down, but you can go through farm areas, you can go through drainage system, you can go through shoreline. And then by the end of it, you've made it to the depths and you're like, wow, I figured out how to navigate this world all on my own. And it wasn't like a game where it's completely linear and just go from one area to the next. Or the kind of game where it is open world, but you're basically just following waypoints every time. Like, go here, go there. Like, think about Breath of the Wild. You technically have this huge world to explore. You can go wherever you want. But you know that you're going to need to go to the castle to beat the game. And you know that you're also going to want to visit all the divine beasts, right? That's what they're called, right? So basically the game becomes visit the four corners of the world to do the like main quest there, and then go to the castle, you know, and beat it. You basically know that's what you're supposed to do. And everything else in the world is like side quests. Like, if you want to explore and you want to go and do this all this random stuff, you could, but maybe it'd be more interesting if it wasn't really that obvious. If you were just kind of put to this world, and eventually by like talking with NPCs and by like completing more and more dungeons and stuff, it's like, oh, okay, so eventually I'm going to need to do this and like put these puzzle pieces together to actually beat the game. That feels like it'd be much more satisfying. There's a new Zelda game. There was a Nintendo Direct this, like, earlier today? I think so. There's a Zelda game. There was some other stuff. No Slick Song. Surely next time. Oh hey, welcome back. I've been dying a lot. That's what's happening. Hold up. Okay. Like I died to a scavenger, I died to a karma lizard, I died to wormgrass. It's just the usual stuff, you know. They're so dumb. Aren't they amazing? Yeah, sure. Definitely the ideal creature. Best fit for this environment. Can't even catch a creature running directly into its mouth. There's this one game I played forever ago. I forget what it was called. It was so simple. It kind of felt like traditional roguelike. Like tile-based movements, you could move around and like there were enemies in a dungeon, you could clear them out and like find the exit. You could like level up and stuff. I know that I'm describing like every game ever, but it's like the only one that I've played. I just remembered it now. You! Why do you keep doing that? I mean, it's actually my own fault, but come on. You know, suddenly I'm very worried about the like announcement for Silksong. Because think about the expectations that everyone has for the game now. And the fact that the announcement of Silksong's release would be like one of the most like notable things. Like everyone would be talking about it. Like they better not mess it up. But also maybe they're like very much aware of that fact. They definitely are. It's like I hope that, like I feel like I wouldn't even want to watch it. I would like see the news and be like, oh, Silksong is either out or it's going to be released within this time, and then you know that'd be it. Silksong will be a letdown. I think people might have the idea that if they spent, you know, however many years developing the game, then it better have that many years of content, you know. And that if they might beat the game in only, I don't know, some amount of time. 20 hours? How long is like Hollow Knight? Maybe they beat the game and they're like, oh, is that it? Where's like, you know, where's the rest of the game that would have taken 5 years to develop, you know? I'm sure that there's other game studios who've made like several full releases in that same time, and people say like, hey, look at these games, you know, they released like 3 games in the same time period. So Silksong should have 3 games worth of content in it, right? It'll take 450 hours. Does any game take 450 hours to 100%? As long as you know what you're doing. Actually, that is a kind of weird way to say it. You probably know what you're doing by the time, like, in the middle of the process. Oh man. Yeah, this is basically how it's been going. I feel like if the game takes that long to 100%, how much of that is actual gameplay and how much of it is like unnecessary? Or we could take any like really difficult game, let's say Spelunky 2, because I'm familiar with it. And how long does it take to get like 100% and also get all the endings? Because not all the endings have achievements, you know. If you're only looking at achievements, but let's say you want to get all the endings, how long is that going to take? Maybe also several hundred hours, but just because of how difficult it is, you know. Would you consider that part of the like playtime? Does Spelunky 2 really have hundreds of hours of gameplay? Actually, kind of. It is a roguelike, you know. But are you going to be experiencing new content throughout that entire time? Definitely not. Nine Souls. Yeah, some developers are really like, fine, I'll do it myself. What is that other game? Like Crowsworn? That game still hasn't come out. I could have gone through a similar process, actually. But we're pretty confident that game will release after Silksong, yeah. Dude, he can't even look in the right direction. They're hopeless. You know, it'd probably be faster to save the rock to do an extended slide. Yeah. Honestly, I don't have crazy expectations for Silksong. If it's another Hollow Knight, that's cool. I'm mostly excited about the possibility that it will have a better early game. That's my main concern. The beginning of Hollow Knight is so boring. Actually. No movement abilities at all, and like several boss fights until you get like just basic mobility upgrades like the dash and the wall jump. But then once you get that, it's like, okay, the game is pretty good now. But Silksong should be more like movement focused, yeah. If you start with a good movement ability, then maybe, you know, it gets off to a much better start. And also, I'm sure that whatever Silksong is, people will make plenty of videos about it. That'll be interesting. Like, the Hollow Knight community has already drained Hollow Knight of all of its like content ideas several times over. Like, how many different challenges can we make about this game? Okay, now that we've done that, how many speedruns can we do? Okay, how many mods can we make for the game, and how many challenges for the mods can we do? And then, okay, now what? Multiplayer, you know, still figuring out new ways to like try to keep playing this game. I still need to play Hollow Knight, huh? On stream. I was always saying, you know, I'll play it before Silksong comes out. Actually, now I wonder, would they announce a release date, or would they just say that it's like, I guess like whatever they do, it's a release date announcement, even if that release date is like the same day. Would they do that? Would they just say, hey, the game is out right now, go play it? Or would they say like, the game is coming out in like, because like, what if they announce a release date and it's like next year? I don't think they would do that. I think that they have probably thought about doing that and then considered no, because what if we're wrong, then people would be like really mad. Like even about the like Xbox thing, like saying that Silksong will release within the next year, that was like a loose release date, and even that they didn't meet. Or maybe they never agreed to it in the first place, but people were disappointed about that. So they probably, if they release an if they announce the release date, it's probably going to be like very, very soon. Teaser to the announcement, to the teaser of the release date of the next track. Whitelist was always in a bad spot. That was a weird jump. It was like a slide pounce, but not really, but it still gave me the same speed. I feel like ideally, they would announce that the game is releasing within the next like month, or like in 1 month. That would give people that's like short enough time that we can be confident that they'll actually hit the release. But it's long enough for people to like prepare for it, and not so sudden that people are like, oh shoot, the game is out, like, because people are gonna want to be ready for when the game releases, you know. Yes, we are talking about Silksong. I would prefer if I had a month play Hollow Knight first. Maybe that's just my preferences. I guess people would prefer if it just came out like instantly. Also, I feel like if the announcement was part of any... Whoops. I'm actually just going the wrong way. Hello? Am I good? What am I doing in this room? I feel like if Silksong was part of any other like event, like a Nintendo Direct, I feel like it would completely overshadow the entire thing. And it already does. It already overshadows every event because people are like asking where's Silksong the whole time. And then people are like, oh man, there wasn't Silksong. That's disappointing. Like, come on, guys. I think it should be its own thing. What if they release Minecraft 2? Notifications on Cyberpunk release date? Oh yeah, that's gonna happen. Probably more confident that Silksong will actually be of high quality, but people probably said the same thing about Cyberpunk. Oh yeah, this game's got to be good. Maybe there's some way to tell that there were problems with it, considering like how much that release was delayed. So like Silksong is basically just saying, okay, we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna like wait until we're ready. If we keep pushing it back further and further, then it's like that's kind of questionable. Like, need warmth? Nah, we're good. I know that I'm like about to freeze to death, but we're in shelter. I know that you're not going to die to the cold in this run. That would actually be a tragedy if Silksong was like bad. I'm sure that that's the one thing that they're trying to avoid the most. So, some reason for the delay. Hello, welcome to the stream. I feel a little bit threatened right now. Speaking of the Nintendo Direct, there's a some things were interesting. That I can be pretty confident that I'm not gonna play any of the games announced, but some of them are like intriguing. Like, oh yeah, that's neat. Scavengers. Oh yeah, he just wanted to push me out of the way. Thanks, dude. Discussing a great problem. When will Silksong come out? Demon. Okay, he moved out of the way, but there's another one. Yeah, it's either development hell or like a massive game. Honestly, considering the size of Hollow Knight, it's surprising that game even exists at all. Guess you don't have any expectations when it's your first game. Well, almost first game. First like big game. Like, you could spend 10 years developing a game and then announce it like 1 year before release. Some games have done that. But if a project is taking that long, then you end up running into problems like having to like update your engine several times. oh yeah, the engine we're using is like kind of super outdated. And also we're like not even like the right resolution. Imagine dying right here. Yeah, imagine. It'd be crazy. Funny song. Tumbling down the stairs. You know, it'd be a cool custom region for Rainworld. Just a house. Just like a normal house. But like the slug huts are tiny, so like the furniture is like huge. That'd be fun to run around in. Maybe like multi-story too. No, not even an ancient house, just like a regular, normal Earth house. If I need to specify. And it makes the slug huts feel real tiny, like they were like rodent size. Because that's kind of what you're doing in the iterators, right? Like a big building. Just a couple of spiders. Just a normal amount of spiders, you know. Always expects a few of them. I've been expecting a few spiders in this room. As in my room. See, running into bugs. I saw a review of Nine Souls that was basically saying it's very good, but it has a lot of story. And it sounded like they didn't like the story, or that it was too long. Actually, that was a risk. I threw a spear at that spider. I should have thrown a rock. He just didn't have a rock. Yeah, they basically said like the game, like everything about the game is really good, but the story is like excessive. Which is funny because now I have multiple perspectives on it. Some people are like, oh yeah, the story is like the best part. Or the story is like, it drags on too much. But I guess I know what to expect, you know. That just sounds like a lot of fun. like just pairing everything sounds really satisfying. I'm sure Sekiro has the same appeal. I mean, I know it does because I've watched a billion videos of it. And it looks sick, and maybe this game is an opportunity to actually try that myself. But I guess like if you're, it depends on your expectations going in. If you're like, this game is gonna be like Hollow Knight has like very little story unless you go looking for it. Like, things just kind of happen and you're like, okay, that all happened. Yep, there's this like dude in an egg. By the way, last time I got soft locked because the spider got in the way, and I'm stuck in the water. We're good. Yeah. For whatever reason, this song is particularly memorable. Like, oh yeah, that one like song in Pipe Yard in that one big room. It's actually quite a nice room. That was too dangerous. But yeah, if you're like assuming it's like Hollow Knight and you just care about the gameplay, then like a lot of story might like it might not you're like when am I gonna get to the gameplay, you know? No, scavengers, please don't. Sometimes the scavengers just rush towards this pipe. Like their only goal is to block your path. That was a nice jump. Ah. Guys, get away from me. Oh yeah, turn around in the middle of the pipe. That's good. Also, maybe don't talk too much about the game. Because I am still avoiding spoilers. I think I'll look forward to the story. I'm worried about that guy just sitting there. What's wrong, Ray? By the way, the spinning during the like swinging does not help at all. But there's no reason not to do it, really. Please move out of the way. I should get that rock. That was terrifying. I think I'm gonna blame that on the lag. actually making progress. And then messing up in stupid places. Okay. If I can make it to the shelter, then we got to not do the slow descent route. I think I only need 2 more echoes, right? And that's the moon echo and the pebbles echo, right? That's it. That's the whole. That's all I need to do. Let's not play with the jetfish. I guess there's nothing stopping you from bringing food to the shelter. If I kept those bubble fruit. Huh. That might actually be a good strategy. Not these fruit. Here, I'll grab these fruit, right? Please. Abomination? Nah, we're chill. It was, yeah, it was an abomination. So, do I need these? Actually, I don't think I need this food at all. I think it's not necessary because I'm just heading like go to the echoes and then go straight to shoot the hell. Yes. Sure, we'll go this way. Is it our old friend? Necessary. Oh, a spider. Surprisingly. Usually expect a spider in that room. Oh, there they are. Gotta get through this area. I mean, actually, there's a lot more than that. Just gotta go through this area, and then the next, and then the next. And then the next. Yep, here they are. Of course they turn around. Hey, dude. Oh, 2 of them? Yes. Exactly what I wanted. 2 lizards. In the worst possible spot. They look kind of like candy. They look kind of edible right now. I don't know about you guys. Spider. Excuse me? They should be stunned. Yeah, because of the echo. They have that like artificial coloring kind of look. Also, it's gonna look like I'm gonna freeze to death, but don't worry. I'm totally fine. Yeah, the color in the pipes is still green, even though I'm definitely not green right now. Please. Somehow I did that really well. That was very dangerous. Hi. Wow. I think that's just luck. Yes. The jellyfish have a random chance of grabbing you. I think I got lucky there. Having the breath meter on actually makes this so much better. You know exactly how far you can swim. And also you can tell just like how quickly your breath recovers. Usually I'd be taking this way more carefully. Also no jellyfish at all. Did they get eaten? But there's no like... Huh. kind of fun when that happens. Gravity. Hi, Moon. Oh, okay, so you know the thumbnail that I made for the on stream? I feel like that could have been Moon instead of a centipede. I think the same thing could apply there. Don't look at the movement. It's not very good. Speaking of, nice. No downsides to grabbing a neuron. Moon's neurons are free. You can take them. It's gonna stop you, huh? Saint's looking a bit cold. It's a little bit cold outside. Just a bit. Why else could the neurons be there? Who else needs them? You're gonna deny Saints their meal? This guy spent so long building the iterators, then got really salty that they didn't solve the problem. That's why he's still here. He's still mad about it. Like, these iterators really were just useless. Water walking boots don't let you walk on lava, but water walking motions do. Well, don't obsidian water walking boots or whatever they're called, don't those let you walk on lava? That makes more sense, right? The obsidian boots let you walk on lava too. But then I guess it doesn't make sense that water walking should let you, right? I'll say it's superstructure abomination. True. I'm not gonna risk the snails. The last time I ran Saint 80% was the first time I ran Saint. If you want a perspective. So I should be able to improve a lot. I'm just thinking, like, I focused so much on store percent instead that, like, the store percent time has gotten kind of close to the 80% time. Like, surely that shouldn't be the case. Only lava waiters. That is strange. But I guess since the water walking potion is a temporary effect, then it should be a bit stronger. Excuse me? there's the drop wing. I didn't get to do the fun slide. Well, the chat is kind of going fast, and I couldn't read all those messages. Sorry. I don't like what I hear. We're fine. Get a spider with a flashbang? Maybe, if there's a spider in a very convenient location, but there usually isn't. It's not in that area. Wow, filtration is very empty. You're a believer. Look, there's a tiny little gap at the top. Isn't that annoying? What a mess. They just like overlaid a bunch of rectangles in a big circle on top of each other, and it doesn't even line up. You can totally tell when it goes transparent. Wrong. Maybe it would have been too large to have the whole thing in one spray. I don't know. I'm trying to remember the route as I go. This area is horrible. Nothing. Sure you don't want to throw something horrible at me? There you go. That's more like it. Oh, it's just one of you. Why do you have to be the same color as all the other horrible creatures in this area? I forgot a firecracker. Darn, I can't do that strategy. Let me just slip by. Long cycle. No worries about that. Instant death. What a nice game. It's being unusually kind right now. I'm just waiting for it to change very suddenly. That was kind of smooth. Sound is actually cutting out because I'm doing it so much. Oh, there you are. Hopefully they stay in that room and they don't visit me in the other rooms. Oh boy. I think the firebug covered up the pipe. So I couldn't see the other color. Also they're yellow, of course, not red. Yeah. What is the should have something over there? Yeah, of course. Well, what is the time for 90%? Any day now. I'm gonna catch up on chat. Oh, they're fighting. Okay, so Saint story percent is currently 55 minutes, which can be improved a lot, by the way. That was like not a good run, or not a super ideal run. So like a 50, low 55 or 54 is possible for story percent. And for any percent Saint, time is 53 minutes. And that run is over a year old. So a sub 50 is probably possible. I think a sub 50 might be possible in story percent if you're like super lucky. Actually, probably not. Ending song, yeah. I think I'll do another attempt. Yeah, that guy's doing a handstand or something. I just want to make it very clear to anyone who's playing Saint. If you're in Rubicon, please go to the right. The right path is better. However, if you're lucky, left path is the fastest. But you are 10 times more likely to die. So yeah, just you know, make sure that you know that. Hit the right side. There's a path that you can take that is like efficient and not dangerous at all. I don't like the left side though. It's like too many red lizards, just too many Miros creatures in general. White lizard room is all, or yellow lizard room is awful. Those like areas of just really high creature density. There's Miros vultures on both sides, by the way. It doesn't matter which side you go. I mean, you saw the Miros vultures there, right? What am I doing? Yeah, after you get past the beginning of the right side, the rest of it is like very easy. There's not really anything that's dangerous at all. Like this room's filled with like squidcadas and like noodle flies. Like that's your those are your threats if you deal with on the right side instead of, you know, red lizards and Miros birds. It's like pick your poison, I guess, but one poison is like lemonade. You guys want to play Tetris? If I don't have enough time for another run, I can set that up. That was good timing. Had like somewhat renewed interest. Maybe I should, you know, there's times where the streams, I think like ideally streams would be 3 hours long. That's the time that I'm comfortable with. But sometimes, like, especially with like really long with really long speedruns, let's say there's like 30 minutes left in the stream, but I just died in a run. If I reset and I did it, like if I finished the run on that attempt, it would take another like hour. And I'd go like way past the time that I want to stop. So I could do something else for that last like 30 minutes. I guess it could be more Rain World stuff too. Like I guess I'll do a practice run maybe, something like that. So I can guarantee like a certain length. We got world records. I got a world record somewhat recently, right? 90% Riv and Pilgrimage. I haven't submitted the Pilgrimage run. I think I want to do more Pilgrimage attempts and try to improve that for Riv. Because I didn't really optimize that as much as I could. Okay, I kind of did start to learn like where some optimizations could happen, but then like I haven't really gotten the time to practice it enough to get a really good attempt, you know. Uh-oh, vulture. It's just the Sky Islands, right? That was kind of fitting with that vulture. if you guys want to see a really impressive speedrun, check out Moon Percent as Hunter. Because the record for that was just being by Thumb Dingus. You can maybe find his channel somewhere, but it's like it's a crazy run. It's super short, but also like incredibly optimized. Because as Hunter, the best way to get the shoreline is to go through subterranean. So you like immediately go backwards from farmers, get down to sub. But of course that means you have to traverse the entirety of subterranean. Yeah, it's not very nice. Immediately transitioning the breath themes. But, you know, having to deal with so many creatures, and you know, it's such a short run, you kind of just have to risk it and just run straight forward. Kind of my strategy for a lot of speedruns too. Bonk. There's also like a lot of other crazy things that happen. Like they get a spider kill at the perfect time to like go through the pipe super quickly. Like imagining having to reset to like get the spider in the right spot, but it actually worked out. Most reused song. Is that because it's used at the beginning of Chimney, and then at the top of Chimney as Saints, and kind of also as the death theme? Although I don't think it's exactly the same thing, but it just kind of has a similar feel. Sound effect that plays there. If you want to consider this the same thing, then Sundown is kind of also the most reused. Yeah. Not the same song, but like the same like melody kind of. And for Artificer. Oh yeah. Kind of bothers me because, you know, I have a strong association with that song and the beginning of Chimney. Like, that is what the song is. It is the intro to Chimney theme. But then when they just reuse the... Excuse me. And they reuse it for other parts of the game. Like, I feel like going to Pebbles, trying to get to Pebbles as Saint, that should have had its own sound. Yeah. That's a very important moment, but it's like, oh, they're reusing the song. I mean, not like it's a huge deal, but I noticed it definitely. Dude, that was such a delayed jump. What's up with these yeeks? Yeah, speaking of the wall, thank you, playlist. Ah, please don't. Okay, I put myself in like the worst possible position. Somehow we're fine. It must be strange to be the developer of Rain World. To go for making a small little, really small scale kind of arcade game of like playing in this little ecosystem, you know, try to eat the bad flies but like avoid the lizards. At what point do you go from that to making, first of all, the next layer of like a huge world that you can explore, but also the next layer of like the lore with like the ancients and stuff? What is that like? Like that is kind of fascinating. Like at which point do we realize like, oh, this is kind of like something that's important. About 3 years. I want to see if I can set this up. Oh, can you hear the sound effects? The browser audio should be on, right? Oh, my control scheme is wrong. um. Oh yeah. Can I capture this? How would I do that? Maybe, hold up. Can I have something going in the background? Not Safari mode. I was looking at that earlier. I have nothing unlocked. Hold up. I kind of want to do this. I think the runs are over for now. Let's see if I can, no, not the remix settings. I want to change the save file. Poor save file 1 never gets any time anymore. I don't even have everything unlocked here. It's just the second one because I specifically did the challenge. I don't have select pups. This is where select pups are, right? Is there a place I can put the select at where they won't die? Oh wait, this is select pups. Oh no, not the performance. I think I'm safe here, right? Can I do this? I'm not logged in. Oh yeah. Okay. Forget what my like settings are. Yeah, this feels good enough. how do I do this? Acting one was Aquapede. Oh yeah, Aquapedes would definitely fit in right here. Oh, it's slightly transparent. Oh. How do you do this? Okay. Does this work? Oh man. Wait, it was actually kind of lagging for a second. Excuse me? Did it just break? Yeah, seeing this? Huh. Yo, calm down. That's weird. Why was it doing that? It's like specifically capturing the screen. It breaks it. That's strange. Oh yeah, I can put this in here. But I don't know if I'll be able to show it on stream if it just breaks. Here, you guys can join if you want. Is it specifically the way that I'm capturing it? Oh yeah. If you're on a guest account, by the way, it just gives you like a random username. So if you're wondering why that's showing up like that. No, that's not working. Why would this be broken? So if I'm showing the window, it like breaks the game. That's so weird. Why does it do that? Maybe it's specifically this. You still want to break? Is it actually just like showing the preview of the window? Is what's breaking it? That's weird. Okay, can you guys see the game on the stream? You can play. I think if I show the preview, it does not like that for some reason. But what's happening in Rain World? Oh, they're still going. Some of them are still alive. One of the green lizards is dead, or maybe two of them. Oh, it's still broken. maybe it's the keys that I'm using. Oh, oh, it's still jank. Why is it jank? Maybe just one of the keys that I'm pressing. GG. If you guys want to join this, it's a bit jank on my end for some reason. Am I playing Tetris? Why not? I don't have enough time to do another run. Let me know if it actually looks correct. Oh, and actually no, this is just playlist, but what should I put in here? Centipedes? Maybe a few more plugs. It might actually kill me though. You can join if you want. Just click the link in the chat. It's like a totally free way to play Tetris. Technically it's not Tetris, it's like it's like there's like rules and stuff, but I definitely hear something going on. Also, how's the audio? Is this too loud? It could be too loud. I wasn't looking. Oh, I don't have any soft drops, that's why. I'm like hearing whatever's going on. Oh. I can't do T-spins. I need to mess with the controls. Actually, I can do that right now, right? There we go. All is saved. Alright, I'm not gonna go easy on you guys. Oh, it's broken still. Whoops, that was a mistake. Is everyone dead in the arena? Doesn't sound like anything's going on. Oh, that's weird. The mouse is like acting kind of weird. That's strange. This OBS is not happy with what I'm doing. Not a good start. Slippery fingers. There's oh, there's also like bigger lobbies. If you look here, there's like a bunch of stuff going on. I don't think Geostress is the best for why are the grave tiles up here? That's just the way this game mode works. By clearing lines, you send garbage to your opponents. So it's like an attack. It's a way to attack. Usually how it works in competitor like PvP modes. Oh, they're all dead. That's unfortunate. The centipedes are too much. Maybe if they had a little bit of extra help. More slug pups, and how about some fire spears? Maybe they can deal with them now. Oh, I died. Did I just exit out? That's a nice sound. Well, if I can zoom in. Actually, I don't know. Can I click? No, vanish. A difficult situation here on both sides. Not looking good here. Are they dead again? Oh no, they killed all the centipedes. Fire spears are powerful. I'm not even looking at the game. Not a good. Oh, there we go. Anyway, that's fun. Maybe I'll there's Tetrio, which is like it's kind of like a more refined version of that game. There's like more like better music and visuals and stuff. But if you just like the simplicity of that, then yeah, you might drop short. I kind of do like the simplicity too. Sometimes I kind of have a lot of like visual settings turned down. But Tetrio has like a much better like online experience if you want to play. There's like competitive matchmaking actually. So you can go like do like 1v1 battles against people of like similar skill level, or you can threatening music, or you can play in like bigger lobbies. So there's like, I'm not a huge fan of the way the huge lobbies work, because they send you garbage immediately. So if like some random player who's really good like targets you and sends a ton of garbage, you kind of just die instantly. There's ways to fix that, but you know, big groups are kind of hard to balance anyway. Like Tetris 99 is like the official version of that, and that game is it's probably better, but it's like difficult because you have so many players. Like you kind of have to give some of them an unfair advantage. But anyway, as for Rain World, the actual game, I'm thinking of trying the pilgrimage again as review this. That can be improved, and maybe I'll attempt this category again. See if I can actually finish a run. I did make it to Rubicon, so that's nice. And considering the time, it was like 40 minutes, I believe, by the time I got there. Sub 50 is like absolutely possible, which should be nice to like catch up that time. That's the instrument for this song. So somehow this musically sounds like garbage, but in a good way. So yeah. Maybe I'll decide to do more Tetris while I'm interested in it right now. But I'm also thinking of some other games completely. Either some new ones that have released somewhat recently. Maybe I'll play some of those. I don't know. Probably not. Probably something game that I already have. But it's mostly like which ones do I want to play now? Never learned perfect openers. Well, they're usually not very good actually in competitive matches, because they'll send one like very clean line of garbage. So if you have a bunch of long bars, you can get a bunch of Tetrises sent back immediately. But if you get even better than that, you can chain multiple perfect clears together and just send like a ton of garbage. That's gonna be really overwhelming. I'm not a huge fan of that strategy either. I'm not really good at openers in general. Like very basic ones like that perfect clear opener or like DT cannon. For the most part, I don't really enjoy like learning openers. It's a bit kind of takes a while. But yeah, that's the end of the stream. Thanks everyone for watching. See ya.